Much like today's birds, pterosaurs ruled Earth's Mesozoic skies, adapting to many different habitats, while their dinosaur cousins roamed below. But these were no birds. Pterosaurs were flying reptiles, and some were as big as fighter jets.
Hey everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David. I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. And I came across this over at Australia's ABC. Yes, new species of flying pterosaur reptile discovered in outback Queensland fossil dig. This should be interesting. And there we have an illustration of the newly discovered species of pterosaur. Absolutely fascinating. God, I love all science. I think it's fantastic. Look at that beast there. That's incredible. Love it. All right, in short, a new species of pterosaur, a flying reptile that existed in the age of dinosaurs, has been discovered. I said, somebody made a comment the other day, why do you pronounce it pterosaur? I say, well, you know, what's the old joke? If you say pterosaur, I think you are a fool. Don't you know the P is silent, like in swimming pool? Fascinating. The study was based on fossils found in outback Western Queensland. What's next? The discovery adds to our understanding of the winged creatures and the limited fossil record of them in Australia. Yes, soaring above the dinosaurs, flying reptiles described as demonic pelicans. Oh, jeez, a possessed pelican. Awesome. Australia. Founded as a convict colony and lots of, possessed pelicans. Fascinating. Yes, demonic pelicans once navigated their way above a vast inland sea covering central Australia. The 100 million year old fossilized remains of one such creature have been identified as a new species of pterosaur, powerful flying predators with PhD wingspans. Dear Lord, David, your bloody mouth's operating on half a bloody Fetterman or a quarter of a Biden today.
Oh, bitch, use your words!
Yes, flying predators with wingspans of up to 12 metres. Now, PhD candidate Adele Pentland led a research team from Curtin University which identified the new species of Haliska petersini. Yes, and there she is, PhD candidate Adele Pentland led researchers from Curtin University who identified the remains as a new species. And there's the lovely lady there. Excellent. Their peer-reviewed study, published in Scientific Reports / Springer Nature, identifies an intense-looking predator that captured iconic prey in a 60-centimetre jawful of spike-shaped teeth. Yes, reminds me of my relatives at Christmas time after they've had a few drinks. The group that I work with have sort of been called demonic pelicans. Interesting. Haliska petersini had a 4.6 metre wingspan. That's bigger than the largest bird we have around today, bigger than any species of albatross. Now, Ms. Pentland said the exciting discovery of the most complete pterosaur skeleton found in Australia added valuable information to the national fossil record. Yes, and I've just got a little video here to give you a little bit of background on pterosaurs, and then we'll carry on the conversation after we come out the other side.
Much like today's birds, pterosaurs ruled Earth's Mesozoic skies, adapting to many different habitats, while their dinosaur cousins roamed below. But these were no birds. Pterosaurs were flying reptiles, and some were as big as fighter jets. Pterosaurs means winged lizard in Greek, and they were the very first vertebrates on Earth to take to the skies. The most well-known pterosaur is the pterodactyl. It was the first one discovered back in the 18th century, but since then, paleontologists have uncovered more than 200 different species, including pteranodons, which were quite large, and Quetzalcoatlus, one of the most massive pterosaurs of all. Named for the Aztec winged serpent god, Quetzalcoatlus had a wingspan of nearly 40 feet and likely soared through the skies hunting for baby dinosaurs below. Some, like Anuregnathus, were the size of small birds and probably preferred to eat insects. With such a wide range in pterosaur size, there is ongoing debate over how some species were able to fly, but similarities in their wing structure and anatomy may offer clues. Pterosaur wings ran along their sides from shoulder to ankle, and each wing was held up and supported by an elongated digit. The first pterosaur ever discovered was actually named for this characteristic. Pterodactyl is a combination of the Greek words for wing and finger. Each pterosaur wing consisted of a tough membrane laced with blood vessels, fibrous cords, and muscles. And it has been theorized that the muscles could alter the shape of their wings in mid-flight, the same way a passenger jet might adjust its wings during takeoff and landing. Pterosaur fossils also suggest that even the largest species must have been relatively light for their size, because, much like birds, their bones were hollow. Hollow bones would have enabled even Quetzalcoatlus to soar. But not all pterosaurs could fly. In 2009, paleontologists found an enormous specimen in Transylvania that they nicknamed Dracula. At 11.5 feet tall, with a wingspan of 39 feet, it's one of the largest pterosaurs ever found. But the shape of its shoulders and wings suggests it probably couldn't get off the ground. With every new discovery, paleontologists are learning more about the nature of pterosaurs. But the hollow bones that enabled some of the largest pterosaurs to fly are also part of the reason their fossils are so often incomplete. And the full picture of a sky once ruled by reptiles has yet to be revealed.
Well, that was absolutely fascinating. I absolutely love all forms of paleontology and dinosaurs, but to have a new pterosaur found in Australia is absolutely fantastic. I love this stuff. Said, not a scientist myself, just love all science and love sharing these stories. It's amazing. All right, a lucky find. Now, the remains of the newly identified species was first discovered in 2021, dug from the fossil-rich soils of outback Western Queensland by Kevin Peterson, who curates Fossil Museum Kronosaurus Corner. And there it's a Haliska petersini, roughly translating to Peterson's Phantom of the Sea, was named after Kevin Peterson, who discovered its fossils. Laying down on the job there, boy. Yes. Yeah, good on you. Fascinating. Long before birds took wing, pterosaurs were the first vertebrate animals to fly. Now, when Mr. Peterson saw the remains poking out of the ground at Kronosaurus Corner's public dig site near the town of Richmond, he immediately recognised them as belonging to a pterosaur. He said he was thrilled the fossil had finally been confirmed as a new species. I'm getting pretty excited. It's hard to explain. A bit of relief that it's finally all over and it's definitely a new species, he said. Yes, the whole time you're sort of nervous. Now, Kronosaurus Corner sits in a part of Queensland once covered by the shallow Eromanga Sea, and Miss Pedlin said it was an area renowned for its significant fossil deposits. I've never seen anything like it in Australia. In Richmond, really, it's low effort, high reward, she said. I wouldn't be surprised if someone digging at these public dig pits outside of Richmond found something even more complete. I think it's only a matter of time. Absolutely incredible to think that Australia is playing a part in the world's paleontological fossil record. Isn't it fascinating? I just love all this stuff, as I say. And to think that, can you imagine if we discovered creatures like this on other worlds? Do you think it would be possible? Any astrobiologists out there, astropaleontologists? That'd be absolutely incredible. What are your thoughts on this new discovery in the Australian outback, in the state of Queensland? Pterosaurs, absolutely incredible creatures. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
A most fascinating thing happened.